In the digital age, our lives are intricately woven with technology. But within this intricate web of data and connectivity lies a hidden realm, a place where vulnerabilities lurk like shadows, waiting to be exploited. These vulnerabilities, often invisible to the untrained eye, can be exploited by malicious actors seeking to steal data, disrupt operations, or cause harm. This is where cybersecurity comes in, a dynamic and ever-evolving field dedicated to safeguarding our digital assets from a constantly changing threat landscape. Cybersecurity is often perceived as a complex and technical domain, accessible only to those with specialized knowledge. Imagine cybersecurity as a thrilling detective story. The criminals are the hackers, the cybercriminals who lurk in the shadows, seeking to exploit any weakness they can find. The cybersecurity professionals are the detectives, the investigators who work tirelessly to outsmart the criminals and secure our digital world. Vulnerability analysis is a fundamental pillar of cybersecurity, a crucial process that helps us identify and understand the weaknesses in our digital systems. These vulnerabilities can take many forms, from software bugs and misconfigurations to weak passwords and outdated operating systems. Vulnerability analysis is about shining a light on these hidden weaknesses, exposing them so they can be addressed before they are exploited. It's about understanding the potential consequences of each vulnerability, prioritizing the most critical ones, and taking appropriate action to mitigate the risks. Imagine you're buying a new house. You wouldn't just take the seller's word that everything is in perfect condition, would you? You'd want a professional inspector to thoroughly examine the property, identifying any potential problems before you sign on the dotted line. That's exactly what vulnerability analysis does for our digital world. It's a meticulous examination of our systems, networks, and applications, searching for security flaws that could be exploited by cybercriminals. You might be thinking, okay, so there might be a few security flaws in my systems. What's the worst that could happen? The answer, unfortunately, is a lot. In today's interconnected world, the consequences of a security breach can be devastating, both for individuals and organizations. Imagine a hacker gaining access to your online banking credentials. They could drain your accounts, steal your identity, and wreak havoc on your financial life. Not all vulnerabilities are created equal. Some are minor cracks in our digital armor, while others are gaping holes that could bring our entire digital world crashing down. That's why vulnerability analysis isn't just about finding every single weakness. It's about understanding the potential impact of each vulnerability and prioritizing the most critical ones. Vulnerability analysis helps us determine which vulnerabilities pose the greatest risk, so we can focus our efforts and resources where they matter most. Imagine you're a general preparing for battle. You wouldn't just assume your defenses are impenetrable. You'd want to test them, see how they hold up against a real attack. That's essentially what an external vulnerability assessment does. While external assessments simulate direct attacks, passive assessments take a more subtle approach. They're like security cameras, silently observing network traffic and looking for suspicious activity. Instead of actively probing your systems, they passively monitor the data flowing through your network, analyzing it for patterns and anomalies that could indicate a security risk. By analyzing network traffic patterns, passive assessments can identify unusual data transfers, unauthorized access attempts, and other red flags that might indicate a security breach in progress. External and passive assessments focus on the perimeter, testing your defenses from the outside and monitoring traffic for suspicious activity. But what about the inside? Internal assessments involve scanning your internal systems and applications for vulnerabilities such as outdated software, misconfigured settings, and weak passwords. They're about identifying the security gaps that could be exploited by an attacker who has already gained access to your network. Just as a doctor might order different types of tests to diagnose a medical condition, Cybersecurity professionals use a variety of vulnerability assessment techniques to get a complete picture of an organization's security posture. Host-based assessments focus on individual computers and servers, scanning them for vulnerabilities such as outdated software, weak passwords, and misconfigured security settings. Network-based assessments focus on the network infrastructure itself, scanning for vulnerabilities in devices like routers, switches, and firewalls. These assessments are crucial for ensuring the security of the network as a whole, as a single misconfigured device could compromise the entire system. In the world of cybersecurity, knowledge is power, but it's not enough to simply understand the threats. We need the right tools to detect and neutralize those threats before they can cause harm. Vulnerability assessment tools are essential components of this arsenal, providing the means to scan systems, networks, and applications for weaknesses that could be exploited by malicious actors. From open-source utilities to enterprise-grade platforms, there's a wide range of vulnerability assessment tools available, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Nessus, developed by Tenable, is one of the most widely used vulnerability assessment tools in the industry. Known for its comprehensive coverage, accuracy, and ease of use, Nessus has become a go-to solution for organizations of all sizes. Nessus offers a wide range of scanning options, from basic network scans to more advanced assessments that can identify vulnerabilities in web applications, databases, and even virtualized environments. One of Nessus's key strengths is its ability to not only identify vulnerabilities, but also provide detailed remediation guidance. While Nessus dominates the commercial market, OpenVAS stands tall as a powerful and versatile open-source alternative. For organizations with limited budgets or those who prefer the flexibility and transparency of open-source software, OpenVAS offers a compelling solution. OpenVAS shares many similarities with Nessus, offering a wide range of scanning options, a comprehensive vulnerability database, and detailed reporting capabilities. OpenVAS is a testament to the power of collaboration in the cybersecurity community, demonstrating that effective security solutions don't always require hefty price tags. While Nessus and OpenVAS provide broad vulnerability assessment capabilities, Nikto specializes in a critical area: web application security. With the increasing reliance on web applications for everything from online banking to e-commerce, securing these applications from attack is paramount. Nikto focuses on identifying common web application vulnerabilities, such as cross-site scripting, SQL injection, and insecure file uploads. By identifying these vulnerabilities early on, organizations can take steps to remediate them before they are exploited, protecting their sensitive data and their users from harm. Ignoring vulnerabilities in our digital world can have similarly disastrous consequences. In today's interconnected world, organizations of all sizes are prime targets for cybercriminals seeking to steal data, disrupt operations, or cause harm. A single unpatched vulnerability, a weak password, a misconfigured firewall, any one of these seemingly minor oversights can provide an opening for attackers to infiltrate systems and wreak havoc. The cost of ignoring vulnerabilities can be staggering. Data breaches, ransomware attacks, system outages, these incidents can result in significant financial losses, reputational damage, and legal liabilities. The consequences of ignoring vulnerabilities are not hypothetical. History is replete with examples of organizations, both large and small, suffering significant losses due to security breaches that could have been prevented. One high-profile example is the Equifax data breach of 2017, where a vulnerability in a web application framework allowed attackers to gain access to Equifax's systems, compromising the personal information of over 147 million people. Another example is the NotPetya ransomware attack of 2017, which targeted businesses worldwide, causing billions of dollars in damages. Section 3. The ripple effect, beyond financial loss. While the financial impact of a security breach can be significant, the true cost often extends far beyond the bottom line.
Reputational damage, loss of customer trust, and legal liabilities can have long-lasting consequences.
Imagine a healthcare provider experiencing a data breach that exposes sensitive patient information. The immediate financial costs might include investigating the breach and notifying affected individuals.
However, the long-term damage to the provider's reputation and the erosion of patient trust could be far more damaging.
Moreover, security breaches can have a ripple effect, impacting not only the organization but also its customers and partners. Section 4. A proactive approach. Investing in security, protecting the future. Cybersecurity is not merely an IT issue, it's a business imperative. Investing in robust security measures is essential for protecting an organization's assets and reputation. By taking a proactive approach, organizations can reduce their risk of a security breach. Remember, cybersecurity is an ongoing journey, not a destination. The cybersecurity gap. Why aren't more organizations doing enough? Vulnerability analysis is crucial. It's like a security system for your digital life. Why aren't more organizations prioritizing it? Many leave digital doors unlocked, inviting cybercriminals. There's a cybersecurity gap. Smaller organizations don't grasp the risks. They underestimate cybercriminals' cunning. It's like thinking it won't happen to me. But it's not just awareness. Companies often lack resources. Cybersecurity expertise is in high demand. Section 2. Breaking down barriers. Overcoming challenges to vulnerability management.
How do we bridge this cybersecurity gap? Make vulnerability management accessible to all organizations. Break down barriers preventing action.
Simplify cybersecurity complexity. Focus on strong passwords, updates, and skepticism. Start with small, manageable steps. Section 3. Building a culture of security, empowering everyone to be part of the solution.
Cybersecurity isn't just an IT issue, it's everyone's responsibility. Building a culture of security means everyone understands the importance of cybersecurity and feels empowered to play their part.
If you saw someone breaking into your neighbor's house, you wouldn't just stand there. You'd call the police. The same applies in the digital world. Everyone has a role in reporting potential security threats.
Provide regular security awareness training. Teach spotting phishing emails, creating strong passwords, and recognizing common cyber threats. Foster open communication, where employees report suspicious activity without fear.
Section 4. Vulnerability management, an ongoing journey, not a destination.
Remember that crack in the basement wall? Even if you repair it perfectly, there's no guarantee that new cracks won't appear over time. The same is true for cybersecurity. The threat landscape is constantly evolving, with new vulnerabilities emerging all the time. Vulnerability management is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing process.
Organizations need to adopt a continuous improvement mindset, regularly assessing their security posture, addressing vulnerabilities as they are discovered, and adapting their defenses to counter new threats.
This requires a commitment to staying informed about the latest cybersecurity trends and best practices, investing in the right tools and technologies, and fostering a culture of security awareness and vigilance.
We've reached the end of our deep dive into vulnerability analysis, but the journey doesn't stop here. Cybersecurity isn't a destination, it's an ongoing journey. You need the right tools, knowledge, and mindset to navigate the ever-changing threat landscape. The threat actors are constantly evolving. To stay safe, we must be just as adaptable. The good news is that you don't need to be a cybersecurity expert to make a difference. Even small steps can have a big impact on your security, both at work and in your personal life. It's about developing good cyber hygiene habits, making security a part of your daily routine.
Start with the basics. Create strong, unique passwords for all your accounts and enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. Think of it like locking your front door and setting the alarm system. It's a simple step that adds an extra layer of protection.
Be wary of suspicious emails and links. Don't click on anything that seems even remotely fishy, no matter how tempting it might be. Remember, curiosity killed the cat, and it can also compromise your digital security. The world of cybersecurity is constantly evolving, so it's crucial to stay informed about the latest threats and best practices. Fortunately, there are tons of great resources available to help you stay ahead. Follow reputable cybersecurity blogs, websites, and social media accounts. These sources provide valuable insights into emerging threats and security best practices. Cybersecurity isn't a solo mission, it's a team effort, a global community of individuals and organizations working together to create a safer digital world. Don't be afraid to reach out, connect with others, and share your knowledge and experiences.
Attend cybersecurity conferences, workshops, and meetups. These events provide invaluable opportunities to learn from experts, network with peers, and stay abreast of the latest industry trends. Think of it like a cybersecurity summit, where the brightest minds come together to share ideas, strategies, and solutions.
Remember, we're all in this together. By working collaboratively, sharing information, and supporting each other, we can build a more secure and resilient digital future for everyone.